Welcome to Understand All. I'm your host, Aslakir Gerleaf. Today, we're embarking on a captivating journey through the history of Taiwan, an island nation with a story that's as complex as it is fascinating. So, buckle up and get ready for a wild ride. Picture this: a small island, roughly the size of Maryland, that has played a pivotal role in shaping global technology. That's right, we're talking about Taiwan. With a population of 23.5 million people as of 2023, according to the national statistics of the Republic of China, Taiwan punches well above its weight on the world stage. But how did this tiny island become such a powerhouse? Well, it all started with the indigenous tribes who called Taiwan home for thousands of years. These 16 officially recognized tribes, making up 2.3% of the population, as per the Council of Indigenous Peoples, have left an indelible mark on Taiwan's cultural tapestry. But the plot thickens. In the 17th century, the Dutch East India Company and the Spanish arrived, each vying for control of this strategic island. The Dutch set up shop in 1624, while the Spanish occupied northern Taiwan from 1626 to 1642. It was like a real-life game of Risk, with Taiwan as the ultimate prize. Just when you thought things couldn't get more exciting, enter Koxinga, a Ming Dynasty loyalist who expelled the Dutch in 1662 and established the Kingdom of Tungning. For a brief moment, Taiwan tasted independence, but it was short-lived. The Qing dynasty had their eyes on the prize and formally annexed Taiwan in 1683, holding onto it until 1895. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In 1895, following the First Sino-Japanese War, Taiwan was ceded to Japan as part of the Treaty of Shimonoseki. For the next 50 years, Taiwan underwent a rapid transformation under Japanese rule. Infrastructure, education, and industry all saw significant development, and the population skyrocketed from 2.5 million in 1895 to over 6 million by 1945, as recorded in the Taiwan Statistical Data Book. But wait, there's more. After Japan's defeat in World War II, Taiwan's fate took another twist. The island was placed under the administrative control of the Republic of China, led by the Kuomintang KMT. However, tensions between the KMT and the Taiwanese people reached a boiling point in 1947 with the February 28th incident, a violent suppression of an anti-government uprising that resulted in thousands of deaths. In 1949, the KMT, led by Chiang Kai-shek, retreated to Taiwan after losing the Chinese Civil War to the Communist Party of China. What followed was one of the longest periods of martial law in modern history, lasting from 1949 until 1987. Let that sink in for a moment. Can you imagine living under martial law for 38 years? It's a testament to the resilience of the Taiwanese people. But here's the kicker. Despite the political turmoil, Taiwan experienced a remarkable economic transformation known as the Taiwan Miracle. From the 1960s to the 1990s, Taiwan went from an agrarian economy to a major industrial power, becoming one of the 4 Asian tigers. And guess what? Taiwan is now a global leader in semiconductor manufacturing, with Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company, TSMC, being the world's largest contract chip maker, according to their 2022 annual report. But the story doesn't end there. In the late 20th century, Taiwan underwent a dramatic transition to democracy. Martial law was lifted in 1987, and the first direct presidential election was held in 1996. It's like Taiwan was finally able to take a deep breath after holding it in for so long. Of course, Taiwan's relationship with mainland China remains a complex issue. The People's Republic of China considers Taiwan a part of its territory, while Taiwan operates as a separate sovereign state. It's a geopolitical tightrope that Taiwan has been carefully navigating for decades. Despite the challenges, Taiwan has emerged as a vibrant, innovative nation. With a high Human Development Index score of 0.916 in 2021, as reported by the United Nations Development Program, Taiwan ranks among the most developed countries in the world. And let's not forget about education. With a literacy rate of 98.5% according to the Ministry of Education, Taiwan places a strong emphasis on learning and knowledge. But what really sets Taiwan apart is its commitment to environmental conservation. Get this. Over 20% of Taiwan's land is designated as protected areas, including national parks and nature reserves. That's like having a massive backyard dedicated to preserving the beauty of nature. And let's talk about culture for a moment. Taiwan is a melting pot of influences, from traditional Chinese festivals to indigenous customs and a thriving art scene. It's a place where the past and the present collide in the most beautiful way possible. So what can we learn from Taiwan's incredible journey? Well, for starters, resilience is key. Taiwan has faced countless challenges throughout its history, but it has always managed to adapt and thrive. It's a reminder that no matter how tough things get, there's always a way forward. But more importantly, Taiwan's story teaches us the value of embracing change and diversity. From its indigenous roots to its colonial past and its democratic present, Taiwan has been shaped by a multitude of influences. And yet, it has managed to forge a unique identity that is distinctly Taiwanese. As we wrap up this whirlwind tour of Taiwan's history, I want to leave you with a final thought. Taiwan may be small in size, but its impact on the world is immeasurable. From its technological prowess to its vibrant culture and its commitment to democracy and environmental protection, Taiwan is a nation that punches well above its weight. So, the next time you hear about Taiwan in the news or use a device powered by Taiwanese technology, remember the incredible story behind this island nation. It's a tale of resilience, innovation, and the power of embracing change. And that's a wrap for today's episode of Understand All. I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into Taiwan's fascinating history. Join me next time as we continue to explore the world's most captivating stories and uncover the secrets behind the headlines. Until then, stay curious and never stop learning.